Hey folks, this is Kirk Smith with ICHE's Take 5. People oftentimes ask me, we understand that homeschooling is more than just the 3 R's, but what does home discipleship look like? When Kirk, you say that you teach life lessons, how do you do that? What's the context? And so I thought I would invite you to our home to share something we just did here recently. Below me is the remnants of a bar that I built about 25 years ago. The woodwork held up the drawers, and in the front was brick that I had laid and with mortar. And the other night we tore that down. And the next morning I talked to my sons and my daughters, what are some lessons that we learned from taking down this old bar the other day? And one of the first things that was mentioned was the fact that it didn't take us as long as we thought, and we got the whole project done relatively quickly. And I thought, wow, that's a great lesson, because life is made up of 15 to 30 minute segments. Very seldom do our kids get a half a day or a day to do just what they want to. And as you become an adult, that's even more true rather. And the other night when we started this, it was about 8 o'clock at night. I told my boys, let's just work for 30 minutes. We'll see what we get done and we can quit at that point. Well, all 5 of my boys showed up down here. My oldest son and I, we broke the bricks down. The next oldest son took care of the woodwork, and my younger sons were carrying out the bricks and such as we went along. To make a long story short, what I thought would take us 2 or 3 hours took us about 40 minutes, and it was over. And so I told my boys, guys, sometimes we want to wait until we have just the right opportunity, the perfect situation. But Ecclesiastes says, don't wait for the perfect situation before you plant your crops. Sometimes you just got to get in there and get it done. And that's what happened the other night. It's so important for our children, especially our sons, to realize the value of 30 minutes here, 30 minutes there. If we had not taken time out to have done that the other night, we were gone the next day to a wedding. The day following was the Sabbath. We would be back on Monday again trying to get going. We're doing some painting right now. It would have thrown everything off. But because we took advantage of that 30 minutes that we had that night, it opened the door for everything else. This might seem like a small lesson, but folks, I guarantee you, if our sons and daughters, especially our sons, can understand the value of 30 minutes here and 30 minutes there, this lesson from bricks, bars, and boys will catapult them to the top of what they're doing. This is Kirk Smith with ICHE's Take 5.